Hello, friends. Miss Craig mentioned that you were learning about some plants in the Okanagan. So I've decided to share some things that I know. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to talk about how the Okanagan peoples use these plants and share their traditional name. Let's get started. Mmm, tasty. Strawberries. We call them wild strawberries, but I'll share with you some few things about these berries. First off, they're wild and they are indigenous to the Okanagan Valley. You might have seen these around in the mountains and hills. They're super tiny but tasty. The Okanagan peoples would pick the leaves of these strawberry plants and use them for tea. Okanagan peoples would also just pick the berries to eat fresh. Like me, I love fresh strawberries. The traditional name, the Okanagan name for wild strawberries is Senk'lip. Try and say that. Senk'lip. Good. Next plant. Apples. So apples, it's a cultivated plant. Big word, yes, I know. It just means that it's a plant that's grown to produce fruit. Doesn't grow in the wild. But Okanagan peoples did cultivate apple trees. These apples were used to eat fresh and dried to prepare for winter. The Okanagan word, the traditional name, we say it as apples. Sounds just like the same, just a little different, but try it. Apples. Good. This, I think, is my favorite. This is the wild sunflower. It is a wild plant and it is indigenous to the Okanagan. You might see these in the springtime, growing along the open hills, turning the hills yellow. So, the Okanagan peoples would eat the stems. Yes, they taste like celery. Never had celery, but they are tasty. Okanagan peoples would often dig up the roots and eat them too. They would steam them so that it could be a little bit softer to eat. When the flowers are kind of wilting, Okanagan peoples would shake the flowers and all the seeds would fall off and they would bake them to eat. This is more of a difficult word to say, but let's give it a try. Shmoo, kak, hin. And then we say it fast. Shmookaken. Good. Oh yes, I like to sleep under these trees. The pine needle tree. It's a wild plant and it's also indigenous to the Okanagan Valley. Pine needles were used by the Okanagan peoples to make pine needle baskets. The pine needles would also be used for tea. And the sticky stuff that gets in my fur, the Okanagan peoples would collect the sticky stuff, also known as pitch, from the tree, would use it as medicine. This is a tough one, but we will do our best. Sa, at, qu, hup. Now, let's try and put that together. Sa, at, qup. Good. Well, my friends, that is all I have to share with you today. I enjoyed meeting you again, and I'm glad that I was able to share some traditional words and uses of these amazing plants in the Okanagan. See you later. Yip yip!